Great people, welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we are so excited to have you again. A few minutes ago, we told you what the youth wing of Ohanes and Igbo had to say about the election of on the primaries of People Democratic Party to elect president who will, or elect aspirant who will be bearing their flag in the upcoming presidential election in the month of February 2023. But right now, the main body, the Apex Igbo Sociocultural Organization, Ohanaeze and Igbo worldwide, have sent a very strong message to Atiku, and they have given him, or let me put it, it's a vow that Atiku will never be the president of Nigeria. And they also make some very strong remarks about the committee that produced that primaries. That's those who were actually in charge of the primaries. We're going to be looking at all of that and also take a dive into what they say and the reactions of the people. But before we do all of that, if you've not subscribed to our channel, please do well, hit on the red subscribe button so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. Then, according to the news, the Apex Igbo Sociocultural Organization, Hannes and Libo Worldwide, has said the People Democratic Party PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar will never become Nigeria's president. Ohaneze made the remark while denouncing the People Democratic Party presidential primary that produced Atiku as a party presidential candidate. The body described the election as an erratic and corrupt process that was overseen by the unpatriotic northerners against a southern part of the country. Ohanese's Secretary General Mazio Okechukwu Izuzoro stressed that the Igbos would rise up against Atiku, adding that his presidential campaign would be rejected in the southeast. He noted that the People Democratic Party had been reduced to a northern party. In a statement sent out, Izuzoro lamented that Igbos were skimmed out of People Democratic Party presidential primaries. According to his word, he says, it's amusing that PDP is now a political party for the northern region, with Dr. Ayucha Ayu as PDP chairman, Walid Jubril as BOT chairman, and Atiku Abubakar as 2023 PDP presidential candidate. PDP has fulfilled her threat to sideline the Igbos in 2023, and we will carefully answer back to them. Another northerner, Senator David Mark, supervised the process that schemed out Igbos from PDP. The consequences of the 2022 PDP conventions will be a discontinuity of milking of Igbos' vote by the party that butchered the Igbos' dream. We are waiting for the APC presidential primary to take the final decision on whether or not Igbos will participate in the 2023 elections. Atiku Abubakar will be opposed in the southeast, and no Igbo is anticipated to champion or project Atiku's presidency in the east. Nobody is going to take the risk of campaigning for Atiku in the east, since the PDP is now a regional northern political party. Atiku will not have Igbo support him in 2023. He cannot be the president of Nigeria in 2023. The Igbos will rise against PDP. Atiku Abubakar as a prize for PDP ingratitude and dishonesty against Igbos. That is coming from the Secretary General of Ohanes and Igbo. It is painful. I can't deny it. It is painful. Now, the normal train of events when it comes to the issue of party is that if the party national chairman is a southerner, it therefore means they are going to produce a northerner as the president. In 2019, Secondus was the national chairman of People Democratic Party. And who came on board as the presidential aspirant? It was Atiku Abubakar. So when it happened that IU was the national chairman, everyone was like, okay, thank God is IU a northerner, so at least not central, so we are so sure that it's going to come to the south. But shockingly, the story has been altered, which means the whole thing is trending the same way, the shape of leadership in Nigeria has been. The president was a northerner, the Senate president also a northerner, the man in charge of the court also a northerner. So you now see that they have now become so comfortable with it. That is the truth. They are comfortable with it, and that's why Ohanes Ndibo has given Atiku a strong vow that no matter what he does, he can become the president of Nigeria. This is a strong one, and nobody can blame them. I'm telling you, if it was a southerner that got it, possibly maybe Wiki or Anyim Pius, someone would say, well, it's a southerner that got it, and then they will know how to handle it. This one, extra mile from the south, because of also the misbehavior of southern politicians. Let's be true to ourselves. Southern politicians have misbehaved too much. If you check our feed, you're going to see a particular news about Ojus Okalu saying that Southern politician or Southern leader, the Buhari, should not even think of bringing for anybody that is a Southerner to contest against Atiku Abubakar. What audacity! What a word from a brother! Ah, must you talk that way? It's not good. I'm telling you, no matter what, think about those guys. I mean, these guys have given PDP everything they wanted in terms of support. Virtually all the parties, all the states in the southeast was strictly for PDP. The only one was just Imo State, which was Rocha Sokorocha. But just fairly recently, we started seeing APC come in and all of that. But despite that, you refuse to acknowledge, like Johannes Ndibo rightly say at the last paragraph of this news. He said that PDP, what they have done is for them to show ingratitude, and that they will rise against PDP in the southeast, and Atiku Abubakar as a price for PDP ingratitude and dishonesty against Igbo. In other words, it's not fair, no matter how you place it. You understand? It is not fair. It's going to be tough for PDP. I already, with what I've heard thus far, it's not something that you need prophecy. Anyone who have political understanding will know that PDP has already failed. This one is not, you can't mean to what, because in Southeast, I trust those guys now. Abba, just the issue of Mazinam Kanu, they'll be shutting down the entirety of Southeast. That is what will happen. I'm telling you, that's for PDP. I don't know about APC, but for PDP, those guys will not allow anybody to talk that thing. PDP. I really pity some of the governors who are still part of PDP, because the situation is really going to get terrible day after day. Maybe the Northerners will vote him in, because they have enough. After all, they've been boasting about their population, and they have enough population than everybody. Possibly that's what will happen, to rally around him and give an opportunity. But we're still waiting to see what APC will do. Wisdom demands that they go for South. But if they don't go for South, whatever they see, they'll have to take it. That's what we like to leave it.